Hey guys, it's Steven here, and today I'm back with another movie review, and today I'm going to be reviewing Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. So Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales is directed by two directors, Joachim Ronning and Espen Sandberg, and it's the fifth installment in the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, and in this film Jack Sparrow, played by Johnny Depp, is back, and he's teaming up with Henry Turner, played by Brendan Thwaites, and an astronomer named Karina, played by Kea Scodelario, as they're searching for this relic or this artifact called the Trident of Poseidon. It's this thing that could break any curse known to man. And now, but at the same time, the evil Captain Salazar, played by Javier Bardem, who's a former ally turned rival of Jack Sparrow from the past, is also after the Trident. And now it's a race against time to see who can get the Trident first. So, guys, let's get into it. Let's first start off with the acting. Now, the reason you're going to see this film is for Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. And the thing is, I thought Johnny Depp in the first Pirates of the Caribbean is fantastic. He's so funny and so, witty as that character. He just, he owned that role in the first movie. And, I mean, the thing about his character in the first film is he was more than just, the goofball, funny, guy. He was actually kind of smart and clever. Like, the scene, when he is with Keira Knightley, and he looks at Keira Knightley, and he's like, you'll remember this as the day you almost caught Jack Sparrow, and, he gets away. That was really clever about his character, and as the films, progress, they pretty much, they stripped away the whole smart cleverness of his character, and while Johnny Depp is still, really good at playing the goofball character, especially in this film, I just would have liked to have seen them go back to that smart cleverness of that character, which is what made him so great in the first film. And, but Johnny Depp is still pretty good in this film. So as for some of the other supporting characters, you have, Barbossa, played by Jeffrey Rush. He's really good, as he always is in the other films. You have Javier Bardem as the villain, Salazar. Now, Javier Bardem is a great actor, and he's, known for playing great villain characters, Skyfall, No Country for Old Men, and, here I think he does a really good job. My only complaint is, I mean, he's not exactly, that intimidating of a villain in this film. I mean, Javier Bardem's good as the villain, and it's just, I wasn't really, threatened by his character. I mean, I understood his motivations and whatnot, but I don't know. I just feel like he could have been fleshed out a little bit more. I mean, I'll get more to that when I get to script and the story. But there's some other supporting characters. You had Brendan Thwaites from Oculus as and Kea Scodelario. Oh, and I think they're okay for the most part. Um, I think Brendan Thwaites is a pretty decent actor. And I'd say here I'd say he was good. I think I already said he's good for the most part, which I mean he is. I mean he's good in some of the action scenes, and I mean I wasn't annoyed by his character or anything. I thought he was okay, a decent character. And Kea Scodelario, who was in the Maze Runner, she's also just fine in this film. Nothing amazing or anything. Um, Now the thing about her character is that she's an astronomer, and so she's really smart, and everybody calls her a witch, which I'll also touch more on that when I get to the script and the story. But as for the acting, I'd say for the most part it was good. So next, move on to the directing. Now, these two directors aren't known for doing much. So this is their first big, like movie, their first big blockbuster action, movie. And I'd say overall they did a decent job directing. They added some cool, visual style to the movie and a lot of scenes. But it's the directing. It's nothing we haven't seen before. I mean, it's nothing like, totally different from, say, like, Gore Verbinski's direction in the first three Pirates films, you know? But, I'd say they overall did a decent job directing the movie. So moving on to the script and story, I'd say the script is decent for the most part. There are some funny lines that got me and some of the audience laughing, especially the lines by Jack Sparrow. But I think, like, some of the running jokes, like, mainly the running joke of, the fact that, like, Karina, K.S. Scodelario's character, is, an astronomer, and so she's really smart, and everybody, like, calls her a witch. Like, I feel like the first time it happened, I was like, okay, I was, funny, and then I think it just, as the film progressed, it just kind of got old after a while. But, there's also, like, a certain, like, romance that develops in the movie that, like, I honestly saw it coming a mile away, okay? It's so, it, like, I don't get how you couldn't be, like, not surprised by the fact that it turns out to be a romance at the end and between two characters. And I won't spoil that, but I found that predictable as hell. But now the story isn't really anything we haven't seen before either. It's the way I described it. It pretty much sounds like the plot of the last Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, where it's you have these group of characters and there's a race against time to find the same artifact, and I'd say this I have nothing. I have no problems with the story. It's just like it's nothing we haven't seen before, as I already said, and and I'd say the script is decent, and nothing incredible or to brag about. So next, let's move on to the technical qualities. I'd say some things that are praiseworthy are the CGI and the set design. Now, the first film was, I think, pretty much filmed almost all on location. In this film, they use an abundance of CGI and green screen. And I'd say the CGI, for the most part, was really good, especially the CGI on these sharks, which we saw in the trailer. I thought that was really cool. The CGI on, on Captain Salazar and his crew, I thought that was really cool. They, like put on some CGI makeup on Johnny Depp in like a flashback scene to make him look younger. It looked kind of odd. We saw it in the trailer also. I'd say like that CGI. It's not bad. I don't think it's terrible. It's not like Jeff Bridges in Tron Legacy bad, but I'd say it was decent. It's like a trend in most Disney films recently. Like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Ant-Man and like Captain America Civil War and whatnot. So the CGI for the most part was pretty good. The set design also looks pretty good. The costumes, the makeup. I mean, these are all things you expect from a Pirates of the Caribbean film. I mean, if it didn't have those things, if those things weren't good, well, this movie would have nothing, you know. So, as far as my overall thoughts go, I did have fun with it for the most part. I think the acting is solid. The story is just like, and the script are just nothing to really brag about. Okay, it's not like any other adventure film we haven't seen already. And I feel like, well, I think it's one of the better films in the Pirates franchise. Like, I like it more than the last film and the third film, but I still think it's not on the same par as the first film. So, as far as my overall grade for this film, I'm going to give it a grade of I'm going to give it a B minus. I was originally thinking C plus, but you know what? I'll give it a B minus because I did enjoy it. I didn't like hate myself watching it. So yeah. So guys, let me know down in the comment section below, what is your favorite, action adventure film? Mine would probably be Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.